In the United States, it's important that we celebrate certain events. It's important to celebrate certain people depending on the day. Today is Mother's Day, and today we are going to talk about how it's celebrated in the United States, the origins of Mother's Day, and I want to also hear some of your thoughts on Mother's Day. Let's get started. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English on Autopilot. Today is the second Sunday of May, which is Mother's Day. Mother's Day is not a specific date, it's not always the 11th of May. It changes depending on the year. However, it is always the second Sunday of May. Always. And today I wanted to make this video because I think celebrating Mother's Day is very important. We all have a mother. Some people are a little less fortunate and don't have a mother in their life right now, or maybe they don't have a great relationship with their mother. However, they know a mom or someone else that isn't their mom but is a mom is important in their life. And I think it's important to celebrate moms and everything all the things that they do for us. Because without our moms, life would be much, much more difficult. I know for me, I'm very lucky to have a mom that's very supportive, it's very loving, that's always there for me. And if you are like that, if you are like me and have a mom that's always there for you, today's important to show them how much you care. Now, I also believe it's important to show that throughout the entire year. You don't just have to do it today. However, today is a great day to be able to show your thanks, your gratitude, being thankful for all that they do for you. Let's get started with the history. It all starts in the beginning of the 20th century. In 1905, Anna Jarvis wanted to create a day to commemorate, to remember, and be thankful to mothers after the death of her own mother, who served in the American Civil War as a caregiver. Anna Jarvis realized how important these mothers are in society, and she thought it's very important that we focus a day to give thanks to all that they do for us. Just like how there's a Father's Day, Anna Jarvis thought that Mother's Day needed to be celebrated, and she did it in honor of her mother. Now, the first Mother's Day was in 1908, and Anna Jarvis was the one that organized it and kind of, let's say, she was the one that put the sentiments, the ideas into Mother's Day. So in 1908 was the first Mother's Day, and Anna Jarvis wanted the society as a whole to recognize the importance of what mothers did for them. However, it wasn't until 1914 when the United States President Woodrow Wilson officially created Mother's Day as the second Sunday of May that it was really recognized across the country. However, after that day, Mother's Day started to gain popularity, gain traction. However, after a little while, the companies also realized this. And Mother's Day started to evolve into something more materialistic, focused more so on the presents or the gifts than the sentiment of thinking of moms and thanking moms. Anna Jarvis herself started to resent Mother's Day, started to dislike the idea of Mother's Day because it wasn't what she created at first, even going as far as protesting the evolution of Mother's Day, of what it had turned into. Now, today, billions of dollars are spent on Mother's Day. Jewelry, flowers, food, going to restaurants, things like that. The American people spend billions of dollars around this holiday. This is not what Anna Jarvis thought of, and in my opinion, I don't think it's a horrible thing. I don't think it's a horrible thing that people want to give some sort of object to their mother, whether it be a bouquet of flowers or take her to dinner or to breakfast. It's more common breakfast or brunch, but we'll talk about that in a second. I don't think it's a problem. However, the idea behind it is still important and it needs to be recognized. If you're doing it out of obligation because you feel, well, it's Mother's Day, everyone has to give their mother a bouquet of flowers, so you buy her flowers. That's not the meaning behind it. It's about showing your mom that you're thinking of her and you went out of your way to make sure she got something on Mother's Day, and if you don't, at least a phone call or a letter, a handwritten letter. You don't have to buy an expensive card from the store. You can handwrite a letter, whatever it may be. The most important thing is the recognition, saying thank you for all the sacrifices that she made to give you life, to help you through life, and to help you grow and learn. Now, let's talk about how it's normally celebrated today in the United States. As I said before, it's very, very common for mothers to be taken out to breakfast or brunch by their family. It's also very common for husbands and children to cook breakfast and maybe bring the breakfast to the mom while she's in bed. A breakfast in bed, right? That's another common thing. The most common gifts, as I already mentioned as well, flowers, jewelry, um, things like that. Flowers, jewelry, cards, maybe some chocolates, maybe something, maybe a bottle of wine. Those are all really common gifts. For example, this year I decided to get my mom a cookbook because my mom is an excellent cook and she likes to try new recipes to cook for my dad and my sister. Since I'm living in Spain, I decided on a cookbook from Spain with a lot of Spanish recipes so that we can have some sort of connection as well. The idea behind it is you're thinking of your mom and you think about what she likes, what she wants to do in her free time. If your mom loves sports, you get her something for sports. If your mom loves art, you give her something to do art with. Now, Mother's Day is not just about the presents. The important thing is the idea, calling her, talking to her, making sure she knows that you are appreciative, that you really appreciate everything that she's done for you. The last thing that I think we should talk about are some of the things that in society we can improve to show our support to mothers. For example, in the United States, it can be difficult for some moms to get paid parental leave after they have a child, or that paid parental leave is for a very short amount of time. It doesn't motivate people to have more children because it's very difficult. It's very difficult to have a child today, and without support from companies, without financial support during the postpartum after giving birth, it's very, very difficult to imagine having more kids. And it's difficult to show the appreciation we have for mothers for all the work they go through, the 9 months of pregnancy, and then the physical recuperation and mental recuperation after giving birth by forcing them to go back to work while they're still in the middle of that recovery. At the same time, caring for their newborn baby, which obviously requires 24/7 supervision. This also includes the fact that when a mom has to separate from the baby, especially at the beginning when they're so young, it's very difficult. But if they have no choice to feed their family, to be able to support the household, they have to go back to work. I think if we didn't make it so difficult, if we gave that support for a longer period of time, it would be beneficial for everyone, for the mother to be more at ease, and for the baby to be cared for by their mother for a longer period of time. Now, I want to know about Mother's Day in your country. Is it similar to the United States? How is it different? Put it in the comments below. Tell me what you think about Mother's Day in the United States. Do you give different presents? I'm curious. I'm curious. In Spain, it's not even on the same day, but it's celebrated pretty similarly. A gift, taking your mom out to eat, things like that. Before I end the video, I want to give a special thanks to my mom for supporting me, for always being there for me, for being the best mom that I could ask for. So, thank you, mom. Okay, if you like this video, put a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you can, please donate to the channel. Okay, everyone. Have a great week, a great month, a great weekend whenever you're watching this, and happy Mother's Day. Bye.